What's going on, everybody? We are back with another video on the Loblaws Marvel cards. I want to do a really quick video just to go over the rules on how to play the power card game, as they call it. Strangely enough, they don't post the rules or like how to play or anything like that online. They want you to pay $5 to get the little booklet which has the rules and everything in there. So I'm going to read the rules quickly for you, and then I'll do a really quick demonstration of just kind of how it works. And some overall thoughts on it. So hopefully this helps people out. As you can see there, power card game. This is the game rules for it. The game can be played with a minimum of 2 players, with a suggested minimum of 9 cards per player. So you want to have at least 18 cards. To start the game, you shuffle and deal all the cards face down. Each player is dealt 3 cards. A player has to start with 3 hero cards. If you receive a value plus card, keep drawing cards until you have 3 hero cards at hand, and keep the value plus cards as extra. You have 2 different types of cards in this game. You've got hero cards, so I've got a cool little shiny baby Groot here. He has 3 different values on there: intelligence, power, and courage. And each one has a different number value. There are also what they call value cards. So this one, you can see, just says +1 intelligence. Value cards are kind of like a modifier, and these are the main things that you need. So when you're drawing up, you need to start the game with 3 of these in your hand. If you get these in your hand, they're kind of just like bonuses and you get to hold on to them. We'll explain how they work in just a couple minutes. So they say here the youngest player begins by stating one of the values on the card. So again, if I'm looking at Baby Groot, his highest value is courage. So I would probably want to use courage. There we go. So his courage is 7 versus 4 power and 2 intelligence. So 7 being the highest, that's probably what we're going to want to pick. The other players then select a hero card from their own hand. Each player places their card on the table face down, so nobody else can see it. Everyone then reveals their card simultaneously. It says here, ready, 3, 2, 1. If a player possesses a value plus card, so again, one of these kinds of things. If a player possesses a value plus card with the linked value, they can place it on their superhero card, and the values will then be added together for this turn. So this one doesn't work because we're not doing intelligence for Groot. We were doing courage, but if I had one that was courage, I can then plus onto it, and it's going to add on top of that 7. The player with the best or highest value wins. The winner places all the cards from the round, including their own, onto a new pile beside them. If 2 or more cards share the same highest value, all the cards are placed in the middle, and the same player starts over at step 2. The winner takes all the cards from the previous round. So essentially the game kind of plays out exactly like the playing card game, like War. You're essentially playing for the highest value. It's just on these, each hero has 3 different values that you can pick from, so you're always essentially going to want to pick the highest. If you think you have like a losing one, so none of yours have good courage or something, you probably want to dump the ones with the lowest point values or something like that, so that you keep better ones. And then you can also play these modifiers on there, so you can increase your value. Then whoever wins, you actually get to take those cards and you put them in a pile beside you. Again, very much like War. If you have matching values, then you put them in the middle and you're doing the war again. So the same person is now picking another card, picking another value, and you're battling it out to see who wins. It says then, after each turn, each player refills their hand to 3 cards. All used value plus cards are removed from the game. Yeah, so this is where it gets kind of weird. The rules are very short in here. It doesn't actually talk about who wins the game or how to win the game. It also doesn't talk, it just says each player refills their hand to 3 cards. Now at the beginning you had to have 3 hero cards. I don't know if that means when you refill your hand, do you have to have 3 hero cards again? Because if you had 3 value cards, for instance, you wouldn't be able to play. So I'm going to kind of assume that you need 3 hero cards in your hand at all time. Value cards are just kind of a bonus. And then it just says the winner of the previous round now starts at step 2 again. So again, it's not talking about who actually wins. If it's anything like War, I assume it's you kind of keep going until you run out of cards, and then whoever has the most in their pile wins. Otherwise, maybe they don't really want a winner. It's supposed to be for younger kids or anything like that, I guess, like trying to make it everybody wins. I don't know, but let me set it up and I'll just show you a really quick round so we can see how it kind of plays out. Okay, so here's how playing the game works. You take your deck of cards, you're going to shuffle them up They're already kind of random, so I don't really need to shuffle well. They're not full-size cards, so shuffling them may be a little more difficult, and you don't want to wreck them because they're just paper. They say essentially you're supposed to deal 3 face down to each person, so let's just say we're 2 people playing, and the rest go to the side. Now I'm going to look at my hand. We can see here I've got Captain Marvel, Ant-Man, and a value card, plus 3 courage. Now that means I don't have 3 heroes in my hand, so I need to draw another one, and I got Inferno. So my hand is now good. The other person is going to be doing the same thing too, so they can take a look. What they get? Oh look, they got Ant-Man, Yondu, and Captain America. So they actually started with 3, so their hand is actually only going to have 3, which I'll put there. My hand is going to have 4, because I had to draw that 1 extra card, being the value card here. Now, they say in the rules, the youngest, or whoever, can go first. So, in my case, I'm going to take a look at my cards. I'm going to be going first. What do I think I can win with? If I look, each card has 3 different values on it. So here we can see my Captain Marvel. We're going to see Captain Marvel has 4 intelligence, 10 power, and 7 courage. So in this case, probably picking power is the best thing that we can do. So I'm going to say power is what I want to pick, and my card is going to go down. The person who I'm playing against is going to take a look at their cards and see who has the highest power. Now, out of all these, it looks like Yondu has the highest power with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's only got 6 power, but this is probably the best choice that I would have in this hand. Of course, you don't know what your opponent has played, so we're going to say that they play Yondu. So I can't play this value card because this is actually plus 3 courage, and I'm going for power. So at this point, we're now going to reveal. I reveal 10 power Captain Marvel, 1, 2, 3, and 5 power Yondu. So easy to tell, Captain Marvel wins. I get my little stack of cards over here at the side, and now we're going to draw back up. So again, the rules are not very clear here. I assume you have to draw back up to 3 hero cards, because if you had only value cards, you wouldn't be able to keep playing. So I drew 1, my opponent drew 1, and now we're able to play again. The other thing that can happen is you can end up with a tie, so let's just say it's the next round. This person's going to pick what value they want to use. Looking at this, they've got Captain America here, who has a 10 power courage, which is awesome. So they're going to say, I want to pick courage. Lo and behold, in my hand, I have a different Captain America, who also has 10 power courage. So I'm going to pick him, put him down, and that's it. Ready? 1, 2, 3, flip. And because they both have 10 power, they're going to go into the middle, and we're going to play again. Because now, this is, again, just like war, these ones are now what we're kind of playing for. The pot gets bigger because we tied. So, this player gets to pick again. He's going to pick this one again because he's got another Captain America with 10 courage, which is really good. Play that down. I now have the option of playing, this one only has 5 courage. That's my highest one. Now, I do have a value of plus courage, so I would probably at this point go, okay, 5's not too high, so I'm going to play these. We go 3, 2, 1, reveal, 5 plus 3, I've got 8, and reveal, Captain America again, 10. So this player has now won, and they get the cards from here as well. Now, the rules say to take the value cards out of the game completely. I don't know why you would need to unless you're going to start drawing from these extra cards again or anything like that. But you could just, I would probably just keep it all together. Now, at this point, we're both down to 1 card, so he's going to draw 1. I'm going to draw 1. He'll draw 1. I'll draw 1. We both have 3 hero cards, so we're all set. We don't have to worry about that. Now, essentially, you would just keep playing like this until, again, it doesn't specify a rule for how the game ends or anything like that. So I would assume you're probably going to play until you run out of cards to draw from. But you could also maybe set like a point value or something, like how many cards you get, or like how many like little bundles or something. Like maybe you just keep track of them separately. So each of us right now have one. Maybe the first to 5 or something like that gets it. So that way you're not playing forever. But yeah, so it's really easy. Again, very much like War. I think it's a little weird that they kind of didn't explain everything. They don't tell you about like endgame and how the game ends and stuff. But it's just supposed to be a really fast, easy little card game that you and your kids can play together. Okay, with all that being said, I hope that helps you learn how to play the power card game from the Marvel Loblaws universe. Again, it's just a really fun thing to do if you're buying groceries anyways. I wouldn't go crazy out of your way and buy a whole bunch or anything like that. Like, they are just little pieces of paper, essentially. I don't think they're going to be worth like some crazy amount of money or anything, but it's something fun. If you're buying groceries anyways, you got to feed your family. Definitely pick them up. I know a lot of people are giving them away online too. That's how I've got a whole bunch of them too. We found people on like Facebook Marketplace and stuff that say they got them, that they don't want them or anything like that. And if you can get lucky that way, then actually even today when we were in the store, some nice people saw me and my kids walking around and everything, and they said, "Hey, do you want these cards?" And they were super happy to take them. So again, have fun with it. Have fun with the game. And let me know how your collection's coming. I think we have 4 of the 6 shiny ones. This is one of them there, Captain Marvel. Let me know in the comments. I'm curious to see how everyone's doing. I also wonder if Superstore versus Shoppers Drug Mart or something like that, if they carry different ones or anything. It's still too early to tell. And keep your eye out for those Infinity Stones and the chance to enter in for that prize draw. That sounds really cool. So again, I hope this helped. Let me know in the comments how it's going for you. And I'll catch you in the next one.